Happy Friday, St. Joe. I'm Emerson.
And I'm Jack Clements. The new school year is in full swing. In fact, today marks the end of our second week of school at St. Joe. And from the 90-minute classes to the 3 separate lunch periods, teachers and students are still getting used to the new normal during the worldwide coronavirus pandemic.
At least we aren't having a repeat of last spring when students spent the fourth quarter at home taking classes online. We do have a few students who chose to take classes online for at least part of the first semester, but most students are here on campus attending class in person and practicing sports.
Happy Friday, St. Joe. I'm Jack Clements.
And I'm Emerson Irwin. What a great homecoming week, right, Jack? Some didn't think St. Joe could pull it off during a coronavirus pandemic.
Oh, but we did. It was a great week and a lot of fun. And one of our own journalism students, Bianca McCarty, was even elected homecoming queen Friday night at the football game. We'll hear more from her later in the show.
Now it's back to normal school life. We are in the second week of the second academic quarter, and student schedules are full of sports practices, quizzes, tests, reading assignments, and class projects.
Life goes on, even in a worldwide coronavirus pandemic.
Thanks, Mia. Those science experiments are always fascinating. I remember when I was taking Coach Antoneros for science last year. We did some pretty interesting projects that helped us understand science a lot better.
That's not the only thing happening on campus this quarter and in the next week. St. Joe will sponsor its 3rd annual Trunk or Treat this coming Tuesday, with a few changes due to the coronavirus pandemic.
Candy. Lots of candy. I mean lots and lots of candy will be the key word of the day. Yes, we'll enjoy a drive-through trunk or treat this year. We won't have costume children roaming the parking lot like we did the first 2 years. That's the big change because of COVID-19. It should still be a lot of fun. And did I say we'll have a lot of candy?
I think you might have mentioned it.
Senior lunch for October took place Monday with the theme Brew and Barbecue. This event on the senior deck returned a little bit of normalcy to the St. Joe campus after the coronavirus pandemic turned lives upside down. The next senior lunch will be the 3rd Monday in November. Congratulations to St. Joe's own brother Robert Droll, who was honored by his alma mater as an outstanding alumnus. Brother Droll and others celebrated Friday evening by way of a virtual toast. Brother Droll teaches theology as well as coaches bowling and archery. Happy Friday, Bruins. I'm Emerson Irwin. Welcome to the second live edition of Brew News Now for this semester, and our last episode until we return from Christmas break. We have a great show planned today, and we start with a look at St. Joe's community outreach efforts for the holiday season. From providing Christmas gifts to children and food to families, community outreach is more important than ever, especially with the coronavirus pandemic still raging across our state. This year's efforts already are in full swing. BNN's Paige Loiacono has more. The middle school students will begin their Christmas break immediately following their final exam Wednesday, and for high school students immediately following the final exam on Thursday. St. Joe will be closed Friday, December 18th. Classes will resume, and the second semester will begin at 8 a.m. Tuesday, January 5th. Teachers will return for meetings on January 4th.
Happy Friday, St. Joe. I'm Jack Clements.
And I'm Emerson Irwin. Welcome to our first edition of Brew News Now for 2021 and the second semester. It's been a cold week with winter weather on Monday, but we are glad to be back after our 2-week Christmas break.
Well, we've begun the second semester at St. Joe, a few miles south at the Mississippi State Capitol in downtown Jackson. The Mississippi State Legislature is wrapping up its second week of their 2021 annual session. The session is slated to run until April.
And just like St. Joe, the legislature and state government continues to deal with the coronavirus pandemic and the COVID-19 disease it causes. In fact, access to the state capitol is limited to stem the spread of this deadly disease, and security at the capitol has been beefed up to keep everyone safe. Meanwhile, back on the St. Joe campus, volunteers led by Ms. Tricia Harris, the school's development director, are hard at work putting final touches on this year's version of the Jeans, Jazz, and Brew and Blues $10,000 drawdown.
The COVID-19 pandemic forced St. Joe to make this year's event virtual. The drawdown will be streamed live into your home Saturday night, January 30th, 2021. Right here on the Brew News Now channel on YouTube.
Many of the popular features of Drawdown will still take place this year, including raffles of themed gift baskets and the popular live auction. Tickets for St. Joe's biggest fundraiser are still available at $130 each, giving you a chance at the grand prize of $10,000 in cash. You can buy tickets online at www.stjoedrawdown.com. St. Joseph Catholic School will be closed and classes will not meet on Monday, January 18th for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, a day honoring the slain civil rights leader. This is the first of 2 holidays for the 3rd quarter. The other will be Monday, February 15th, President's Day.